Hi, my name is Siyama Poko, author of Conversations with JSE Altex Entrepreneurs. I decided to shoot this video for you. There's something I want us to discuss just briefly. Two events happened recently. One, we saw over 1,000 people losing jobs from Standard Bank. Secondly, we saw Wayne Rooney, the striker for Manchester United, making an announcement that he was quitting the club. But of course, by the end of the week, we saw that the club had already convinced him to stay. They begged him, they did whatever they had to do, I guess, to keep him at the club, which was great for him and great for the club. But there's a question I want to ask you. Who are you? Are you a Wayne Rooney, or are you one of the people? If you look at your life right now, look where you work, look at your own business, what you do with your life, think about who you are in the bigger scheme of things. And when I say Standard Bank, I'm not just referring specifically to Standard Bank. It's just a metaphor for all the companies that have fired people over the last 2 years, really. And for all the people that have been fired, the question is, who are you? Are you the person that when you say I'm leaving, the company is going to say, there's no way, we can't afford to lose you. What do you want? How can we keep you? Or when times are tough, they'll look around and say, we must get rid of people, and you will be one of those targets that they say, let's get rid of this person. Think about that for a minute. But the point I want to make is that it's not you, really. Don't be hard on yourself. Whoever you are, it's not really about you. Times have changed. That's the point I want to make. You may agree with me, but this is what happens to me most of the time. I meet people, I go out, I meet people, and we talk about their work, and they tell me how much they hate their jobs. And the more we talk about it, the more I discover that it's not that they hate the work that they do, but they hate their jobs. And you fast forward from there, some of these people end up quitting their jobs to start their own businesses because everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. And then a year later, you meet them again and they're so frustrated because the life of an entrepreneur is a crazy, crazy life that nobody warned them and nobody told them how difficult and how painful and how lonely it was going to be. They love the work they do, but they hate their jobs. So even as entrepreneurs, they end up creating jobs for themselves, which becomes a problem. Because now they go back to square one, they hate the job. To make matters worse, they don't even have a salary that is guaranteed. Because if you're employed, at least you get paid and it's guaranteed. You know, some people get paid just for pitching, really. They just have to be at work and they get paid. How great the work they do, it really doesn't matter. But sadly, these people are putting themselves at risk. But the point I want to make is that times have changed. You may have heard of the agricultural age, you may have heard of the industrial age, you may have heard of the managerial age, you may have heard of the information age. Of course you've heard of the information age because you're part of it right now, but now things are changing. We're now moving into another age, which I call the expert age. The people that are going to be indispensable in this era, the people that are remarkable right now are people who observe certain principles. Why am I calling this the expert age? Over the past 50 years, we've seen companies that distinguished themselves as experts. I'll give you an example. Some of these companies were consulting companies, like your McKinsey, your Boston Consulting, your Accenture, and others. Some of these companies included auditing firms, the Big Four, you've heard of that. Some of them are law firms. These companies focus on expertise. And it's not just about focusing on expertise, they observe certain principles. But now there's a new breed of companies that is emerging. And these companies are not your typical service companies. Some of them are product companies. One such company, which is a leader in my opinion, is Apple. They are the expert company of today. And another exciting thing is about you, because now individuals are the new experts. Individuals now, they make the rules, and you too can be that person, because there's something that you already know, which even at work, if you can observe certain principles, you could be the go-to person within the company for that. If you don't work for anybody else, you run your own business, I'm talking about your own clients now, you could be the go-to person by observing these principles. I'm going to share with you 40 principles over the next few weeks. I know you're probably thinking that's overwhelming. 40 is a lot. Yes, it is a lot. But you don't have to observe all 40. I'm giving you options. I'm giving you 4 so that you can pick and choose between 5 and 10 of these things and observe them and include them in all your activities, and they're going to change the way people look at you. These are the things that have been observed by these expert companies over the past 50 years. These are the things that kept these guys on top of their game for so long. Now, I'm going to give them to you as a gift. So all you have to do, go scroll back up. There's a form there where you can leave your name and email. Just do that. Go up, leave your name, leave your email address, because I want to tell you, I want you to be the first to know whenever I'm sending out these videos with all this information. I'm just going to drop you a quick email and say, hey, go check out this video. So with every video that I'm going to send you over the next few weeks, I'm going to send you 4. I'm going to explain 4 or 5 of these points, depending on how much time I have. But I really want to give these gifts to you because they're going to change the way you run your business. Over the last 4 years, I've been collecting these things. I've used them. I'm going to share with you my story in my next video, how I'm not even going to go into it right now, but I'm going to tell you my story next week. And I never told this story. I gave a seminar in Cape Town last week. I sort of gave the general overview, but next week I'm going to drill straight into those key things, and then going forward I'm going to share the 40 points. Scroll up, leave your name, leave your email. I just want to thank you for your attention. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video. But guys, we gotta step things up. We gotta be the experts that we deserve to be. We gotta be the people, the go-to people in whatever we do. That's gotta be the focus. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.